Self-practice 4.1, question 1. Simplify the following algebraic expressions. Right. So these will be the laws of indices. So we have to use these to simplify. Let's look at A. So here we have all in the same base 5. So the powers, if times, you have to plus the power. If divide, we have to minus the power. So we can say 5, 3x plus x minus negative x. So this will give us 4 plus 1, 5x. Done. Okay, let's look at B. B is a bit different because B has minus. So you see, the law only applies for times, divide, and then if you have power next to each other. But if it's minus like this, then you have to do it a bit differently. So what we can do is, we can expand this. So 7b minus 2, we can expand it into 7b times 7 negative 2 minus 7b over, down here also same, b plus 3 will become 7b times 7 power 3. Okay, why we can do this is because if we have times, the power will become plus. So if we have plus, you expand it, it will become times. Okay, rule number 1 just that I didn't write times in the middle. Okay, I just use bracket. Right. So I can say 7 power negative 2, 7b. This is 1, 7b over 7 cube 7b. So if you realize all of these terms, this is one term, this is one more term, this is one more term. All these terms got 7b. So what we can do is we can cut. So now we are left with 7 negative 2 over 7 cube minus 1 over 7 cube. Okay, since this denominator is shared among this and this, I can split it like this. So next, this one same base, so we can do something to the power. Okay, if divide means it will become minus. So we can say 7 power negative 2 minus 3 minus 1 over 7 cube. So negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So this is 7 power negative 5. So if we have negative power, we can write it as 1 over 7 power 5 minus 1 over 7 power 3. Done. Final answer. Let's delete all this. Okay, let's look at C. C also we have plus. Plus means you have to separate Okay, you have to separate the powers here. So we can say times 9 negative 3 plus 9a times 9 power 4 divide by 9 square. Okay, 81 is 9 square. We keep everything in the same base easier. So 9 negative 3 is a number. So you can say 9 negative 3 of 9a plus 9 4 of 9a over 9 square. So here what we can do is, we can just split it. Since this 9 square belongs to both this term and this term, we just split it. So 9 negative 3 minus 2. Okay, because 9 negative 3 divide 9 2, the power will become minus 9a plus 9 power 4 minus 2. Okay, 4 minus 2 because 9 power 4 divide 9 power 2, the power become minus 9a. So this will become 9 negative 5 9a plus 9 square 9a. So now we can factor out the 9a. 9 negative 5 plus 9 square. That's it. You can't do anything after this because if you have plus in the middle, you can't add or times the powers lah. Okay, if it was times, then different. If it was times, then we can add the powers. But plus, you just leave it like this. Done. Okay, next, let's look at D. So C power 4, D, okay, this is easy. So we have C power 4 times C power 3. So C power 4 plus 3. And then D power 3 times D power 5. So 3 plus 5. So this will become C power 7, D power 8. Alright, let's look at E. E we have to expand first. So using the third rule, when you have powers next to each other, you just have to times them. So this is x power 1. So power 1 means if you expand, it will become x cubed y6 times x3 y5. So then we can add the powers. X means 3 plus 3. 6 plus 5 will be 11. F. So we have 7 square x negative 2. Okay, don't forget to square the 7. This one most students will forget. Okay, 7 also you have to square. The numbers also you have to square. Here we have 49 negative 2. So 49 is just basically 7 squared. So we have 7 square negative 2 xy, and the whole thing is cubed. So 2 and negative 2 you can times. We get 7 negative 4 xy cubed. So this times this becomes 7 negative 12. And then x we cube it, it become x cubed y cubed. Okay. So now 7 square and 7 negative 12. We add the powers. X negative 2 plus 3. And then this y cubed. So 2 minus 12 is negative 10. 3 minus 2 is 1 and y cubed. Done. G. So here we have all these we have to cube. So 3 cube is 27. X 2 times 3 will be 6 y cube times x 3 times 4 is 12 divide x 16 y 2. Right. So let's just solve the numbers first. 27 times 1 divide 1. So it's just 27 now. Then x, we have 6 plus 12 minus 16. Because this is times, this is divide. So 6 plus 12 minus 16. Then y, we have 3 and that 3 and then here minus 2. So 3 minus 2. So 6 plus 12 plus 16 will be 2 and just y. Done. Okay. Then we have h. H, same thing. So p 2 times 5 is p10. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5 times q power 8. So p is just 10. Q will be negative 5 plus 8. So p10 q3 q. Done. I. Same thing. So p power 4. Don't forget p has 1. So 1 times 4 is 4. Q power 5 times 4 is 20 times p cube. So this will become p4 plus 3 q20. So p7 q20. Done. Then we have j. So same thing, 49 negative 2 power 3. So 49 negative 2 is 7 square negative 2 power 3. Okay, maybe let's not make it too complicated. I keep it easy. So I just changed the 79 to 7 square. Okay, negative 2 stays there. X, y, cube. Divide 7 negative 2, x negative 2, y negative 2. So this is negative 4. Okay, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 times 3 will be negative 12. X cube, y cube. Then divide, I can write it as over 7 negative 2, x negative 2, y negative 2. So if divide, the power will become minus negative 2, x cube minus negative 2, y cube minus negative 2. Negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. X will be 5. 3 plus 2 is 5 as well. You can leave it like this, or if you want to move the 7 power 10 down also can. Okay, whenever you have negative, you can move this down. So it will become 7 power 10 and top will be x5, y5 lah. Done. To be honest, if you leave it like this also can. This will be a final answer as well. Or you want to change it into fractions also can. Right. That is J. We have 2 more. Right. K. So we have 20 divided by 4, which will give us 5. X negative 7 minus 3. Y square minus negative 4. So 5, x negative 10, y 6. So you want to bring the negative down also can, like this now. So it will become 5y6 over x power 10. You never bring also, never mind, but optional lah. You can bring lah. Right, last one. L. So 6 divide 36. A7 minus 3. Okay, minus because it's divide here. So B -2 minus -4. 6 over 36 is 1 over 6. A power 4. -2 plus 4 is 2. Done. That's it.